What else would there be? I'm trying to think.
Whose man's is this?
You can't be easy with that.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Dad Intentions. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. What's going on, fellas?
What's going
What up,
on,
man?
boy? What's going on? You look cozy down there in that hoodie in Austin, Texas. You must have the temp low in the house.
Always, baby. I keep it about mid-60s, high 60s. Chilling.
Man, that's
The cozy life.
that's the cozy life. The twins like that?
I mean, they're doing all right. They got that, well, at least Quincy. He's got that big old marshmallow suit on, so he stays
Yeah.
Man, I
pretty
need
warm
one of
throughout
those
the
for
night.
myself.
Those are nice, man. Those are nice. We've used it a couple times in Chandler.
Yeah.
They hold them down for sure.
Yeah, it honestly, as soon as he puts it on, so he recently just figured out how to basically roll from his back to his front, and we got pretty scared. Like, we saw him roll over on the monitor and like ran into the room, flipped him back over because his arms are just tucked, in the regular swaddle. So
Okay.
he was just face first in the mattress, and we run in there, flip him over, and then the plan from there was just the swaddle that he had was like a nested bean or something. We could stick one arm out. So we did that for a while, and it just didn't really work for him. He kept waking up, it was hard to get him to sleep. He would wake himself up easily. It wasn't great. So a friend let us use that because they swore by it, and he used it for the first time this weekend. I think Friday night, and within 2 minutes of him having that thing on, my man was out. Like, I put him in it, zipped him up, put his beanie in, picked him up, walked over towards toward the little bassinet they were gonna lay in, and my man was out like a light.
Yeah.
So if anybody's interested, I highly recommend it.
So is it like kind of weighted then? Is that how it is? Or I don't really know too much about it. I saw the picture Dara posted up on it. It looked cool. I need one of those for myself.
Honestly, that's what I joked about it with her. I need one myself, but it just zips up. I think it's a little bit weighted, but it just gives them it covers them all around. So I'm trying to think of how it works. It basically takes away that reflex that wakes them up because they have that. Or go ahead, Donovan.
Yeah, you were saying it takes away that startle effect. So like babies get that like startle effect that makes them jump and then they wakes them up.
Right.
So it's not really weighted. It's just super thick. So it's like
it's like a puffy jacket.
Yeah, like a marshmallow.
Coat,
yeah, marshmallow suit.
Mm.
It's almost like they're in what are those like those?
Those chambers that
I was thinking, suit.
You know those things that NFL players sleep in, like athletes.
No. I was thinking about like those like when you're a kid and your mom puts you like when you're going out playing in the snow. It's like one of those like jumpsuits that are like that's what it's like. It's
the
like
big
that
bubble suit.
Yeah.
Man, but what's been going on this week with you guys?
Well, you probably got a lot going on. Didn't y'all just do a trip too? Y'all had a little weekend trip with some friends, or?
Yeah, a little weekend trip to Livingston, Texas. Some friends of ours had like their parents have a lake house out there, so we just went out there to kick it for the weekend.
Nice.
The boys had their first road trip. It was only about 3.5 hours away. It's like probably like an hour north of Houston, in East Texas, but it went well. The way out there, they didn't cry. We didn't even have to stop to feed them. Like, they were out. And normally when they're in the car, they're pretty good. They just fall asleep. But
it's magic.
Whole ride, they were knocked. Good weekend though.
That is pretty good.
Hell, they can make it through that 12-hour trek you guys did. I'm sure the 3-hour road trip ain't that bad.
For real though. Yeah, but this overall this week's been. I mean, I feel like constantly everything's just been an adjustment. Dara just went back to work this week.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I'm gonna go ahead and say it, man. Shout out to my wife. She for real has been holding us down like ever throughout this whole time. Like, she's, I mean, first time being a mother, but she's really stepped up to the plate. Like our plan, because their daycare doesn't open up until late September, early October, was to have a nanny in house, which is just a college student, a girl going to UT. So for this month, she would be here, and then next month we'd have another girl come in until they were ready, until their daycare was ready. And last week, basically, she kind of last minute was like, "Hey, I'm gonna find a replacement, but I can't make it um, Wednesday, Thursday." So sure enough, Wednesday comes around, she doesn't find a replacement. So Dara on the fly is like, "Hey, I'm just gonna stay home, literally work from home, and take care of the babies." And like her texting me this while I'm at work, I started to stress out. Like, okay, what do we need to do? Like, are you okay to take this day off? Like, I just assumed she was gonna take the day off. But I mean, she pushed through, made it all work. Ended up basically just kind of neglected work. I won't say neglected work, that sounds bad, but kind of did both, and then took on the rest of her, catching up with work and everything that night, because she had to take care of the boys throughout the day. Um, and then the next day she messaged me, or she texted me while I was at work and was like, "Hey, the other girl that we had who was supposed to watch the boys next month, she actually isn't vaccinated, so we're gonna have to find a replacement for her." So honestly, this week, like for real, she has done everything this week. I didn't even have to, like, I didn't. There was no, by the time I made it home from work, she had already taken care of both problems. Like, found somebody to come in and take care of the boys for the day or for the next day, and then even for the next month. So, man, shout out to Dara for real.
Shout out Dara, man. That's awesome.
So you mentioned in pre-show talk that Austin, well, your job, not just Austin, but is kind of reverting back and pushing people back out of the office. So with that going on, are you still gonna keep the nanny in house to kind of help you, since you don't have to, since you are working from home?
Yeah, I am. Dara and I are not built the same. But honestly, there's no way I could do my job and have them here. Like,
yeah,
I have to be like, well, I don't know. It just wouldn't work out for me, but we'll keep her, we'll keep both nannies, while I stay home and work.
Okay, man, that's pretty sweet, man. I'm glad that Dara like just knocked it out of the park. Didn't shake, handled all the business, and then I'm also glad y'all got some weekend fun with some friends, and everything's going good. As you know, we're at 4 months now. I know your twins got a couple more days, but Chandler just hit 4 months on the 7th, so just yesterday for us here, and we got our 4th checkup tomorrow morning, and like Sydney's all excited. She's waiting to see how much he weighs, how tall he is, and she's like, "You think he's over 13 pounds, and you think he's like all this stuff?" And I'm like, "I mean, we'll see.
We'll see.
I'll put 5-ounce bottle in him right before we go in, see if that helps a little bit, plump him up." But no, man, like I know last episode I talked a little bit about mental health and all that stuff, and by no means was this week 1,000% better, but it was way better. Like, it just felt a little bit lighter and easier.
That's good.
Chandler's noticing his toes a lot more, and he's made changing diapers a lot easier, because now he wants to lift his legs up and hold his toes every time you like lay him down. But I tell you what, make sure you have that diaper ready, because I went in to change him, because I was like, "Dog, did you just poop yourself?" Because I could smell it. So I go in to change him, but it was like at the beginning of his poop. It wasn't like he was like done and waiting. So I took the diaper off, and the dude was still going. And bro,
no.
And bro, I'm like, like I said, luckily I had the other diaper right there, so I just like scoop him up and like basically catch everything in the diaper. And I'm like, man, if we had cameras in our house to watch like what parents like go through on a daily basis, like you can't make it up. Like, it's just comical. He's just sitting there eating. He farted a couple times. I was like, oh man, he done pooped. All right, we finished eating. No, he was just beginning. Like it was looking back, it was hilarious. In the moment, I was like,
come on,
I'm gonna have shit everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro. It was all warm in my hand. It was disgusting.
Whew.
It was awful.
Yes. So what else been happening with
right.
the Donovans?
Right. It was like, come on. But overall, man, it was a good week. We got Sydney's birthday coming up on Thursday, so we're getting our first 2 nights to ourselves. Her parents are going watching for 2 nights. We're going to go out of town. We're going to go to Cedar Point. It's a park up in northern Ohio, right on the Lake Erie, and we're going to spend 2 days there. So it's gonna be good, man. It's good.
Have you ever been there before?
Yeah. This will be like my 4th time going. She's never been, but awesome. But yeah, we're gonna make that trek. So that's about it, really, for us. Like I said, we're just chugging along. Yeah. 4 months, man. 4 months.
It'll be fun though. Like kind of get away for a little bit.
It's definitely gonna be a good practice run because, like I said, we know we got a long trip in September. We'll probably do a couple more nights where he's with, family.
Who's he staying with?
He's staying with her parents this time, and we'll probably do my parents one time before we go on this September that Arizona trip, which that's like 8 nights. So
yeah,
just trying to see how it works. Build that milk storage. The freezer's getting full.
Yeah. You have to get you another freezer.
I've been thinking about it. Definitely.
I want to get one of those deep freezers. And
I've been thinking about garage. Just getting a new fridge in general, moving that one to the garage, and having it as a storage and beer fridge.
A beer fridge, yeah.
So, speaking of beer.
The untapped section.
We'll get to that.
Yeah, we will get to that later.
Because we got to talk about you.
Oh, yeah. So, let's see. For me, not much, like, as far as dad-wise, I guess, yet. But we had our 6-month checkup with her. Right. So we just entered into the 3rd trimester. And flying by, we had, like, the check where the kick count and how to check your kicks and stuff. And it was pretty cool looking at all that. And Seeger just got her diaper party her wedding baby shower. Mm-hmm. Baby shower invite sent out. Yeah. Oh, okay. So starting to plan that and everything and start planning my diaper shower.
You having one of those?
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Very nice.
After I saw the haul you brought in for yours, I was like, okay.
Oh yeah,
I have one of those.
My trunk is full.
I know.
Like, we have yet to buy.
That's nice.
We exchanged. Sorry to cut you off. So we were under the impersonation that you could exchange unopened diapers at like Target or Walmart, right? That's just always been the thing that I thought.
Yeah.
Well, so we took all the ones, like we had a whole bunch of 1s, newborns, and like size 4s and stuff, like, which we had a long way till we get to 4s. Yeah. But so we took them all to Target, and they were like having trouble scanning them, and they were like, so we asked them, they were like, no, we only take them if they're from Target, and you just exchange, get what sizes you want.
Yeah.
Well, we only had 2 of like the 12 boxes we took that were in Target. But I was giving people a heads up, like, don't think you could take any box.
They have to be bought from Target.
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense, though.
I mean, it makes sense. Yeah.
It does and it doesn't, though, because like, if you think about it, if it's an unopened box, like, Target has every brand of diaper, minus, like, they could literally just be like, hey.
They probably could.
It has to go back into their inventory.
Right. But
it's probably all just an inventory type of thing.
Yeah. We returned like $200 worth of diapers, and then went and got like another $160 worth. But we also got new onesies because he can't fit anything that's like 3 months anymore. Mm-hmm. But he's not fully in like something that's 6 months either.
So he's right in the middle of it, yeah.
So like all his onesies, he's too long for him. He doesn't like fill them out like with thickness. He's just too long. Like you can't zip them up, when he stretches himself out.
Right.
Which is weird. And the swaddle things Terrence was talking about, like we don't even do the closed in swaddles anymore. We take those same swaddles you're talking about and just leave both his arms out.
Yeah.
So he sleeps with his arms free now because, like you said, he does roll and stuff.
Yeah.
He's not fully, like you said, back to front, but dude rolls a lot. Like you put him down and you go in there later on the night to pick him up, and he's done a complete like 180. He's like He's at the other end. I'm like, bro, how do you sleep like that? He's at the whole other end of the crib.
Yeah.
Like, there's been times you wake up and look at the monitor and he's not even on the camera. You got to move the camera because he done moved like off site. But man, it's been crazy. It's been a good 4 months. You got a lot.
Yeah, you know, we got. It's a long way away, but really, it's not. You know, like
that's what I'm saying. You got a lot of fun stuff coming up too.
I know. I'm excited for all the stuff and getting everything more set up with it. We just seeing them and feeling them kick more often is a lot more real.
Yeah,
you know, and all that.
Yeah, man. That does get cool.
And then with all the diaper party and the celebrations and stuff,
and all the beer drinking,
we're gonna be during football season too. So,
oh man,
you can't beat it. Get to watch football games with the homies and
enjoy it, man.
Here, I can't wait. Football's here.
We have no more weeks without football.
It's here,
man.
February.
I didn't even think about that. I watched my first game with the boys last week.
Oh, the first live game.
You got to do that. Chandler was already asleep by the time that game came on.
I told Derek chill out on bedtime. I had to knock this off the bucket list real quick.
Yeah,
Let the boys stay up late one night.
I had him in his Viking onesie for the day because football was back, but that was about it.
Did you see?
Man,
yeah. Did you all watch any of the Pro Football Hall of Fame inductions?
No, I didn't watch.
I've seen the clips.
Yeah, I've seen some highlights.
I watched some of them. I didn't get to see all of them yet. I know they were still going tonight. Like Peyton Manning and stuff was talking, and I felt like there was tons of people on there that we grew up watching.
We're old.
I know.
It's over now.
It's starting to get to that point where
honestly, the weirdest one to see was Calvin Johnson for like multiple reasons, right? Because it was so quick. Like his career was so like he ended it so quick.
Like Barry Sanders.
But I mean, we weren't watching when what happened with Barry Sanders.
Oh yeah.
But like it ended so quick, and he hit the Hall of Fame so quick. He's like 3 years older than us, and he's a Hall of Famer. But then you look at him, and he didn't age that well. And I think it might be his haircut. It could just be the haircut. But he did not age well.
It was a little bit of both. He looked old. His haircut was. I'm like, bro, who's your barber? You Megatron.
You got to get a fresh one before the Hall of Fame, dog.
Dang.
Yeah. Speaking of Hall of Fame, so Cedar Point, Sandusky, Ohio, like you go, you're like basically going right through Canton, Ohio, where Hall of Fame is. So I plan on checking that out next Saturday. I haven't been since I was a kid, so I kind of want to go back and.
That's dope.
We're going on Labor Day.
Oh yeah, when you go
we go out to Michigan, we're taking a detour and stopping in Canton, and it's like a 2.5-3 hour drive from Canton to Detroit.
Oh, okay.
So y'all going to a game?
Yeah, we're going the home opener to Western Michigan versus Michigan.
Ooh, you might get to see a win.
Man. Hey, to be fair, I've only seen Michigan lose one game at there, but
you've done a good job of choosing games.
Exactly, I have.
That's funny. I see you're drinking on something new over there, Terrence, something we didn't see last week. So let's go ahead and untap it a little bit and tell us about what you got over in Austin.
I got y'all. This week I'm gonna stay true to the segment. I have an actual beer. This is the Electric Jellyfish Hazy IPA from Pine House here in Austin. It is. This is the OG of hazy, or for me, it's not the first hazy, but it's the first one that I ever had. I ordered it from while I was actually I wasn't at Pine House when I ordered it. I don't remember where I was, but I remember ordering it. It had been recommended to me by the bartender, and I was like, "Yeah, I'll try it out." And like I said, it was the first time I'd ever had a hazy, so I'm like, I sip it, and I was like, "Yo, this is different." And it was actually like, it's like, at the time, it was like, it tasted like I was drinking like orange juice. I won't say orange juice, beer with orange juice. It had like a lot of like citrus flavor to it. And I've just been hooked ever since. Like that's kind of what started me chasing after hazies. And I don't think I've ever found one that's been better. So
what's that brewery name again?
Pine House. It's like a pizza shop and brewery.
Pine House sponsor us.
Yeah, Pine House, come through.
Mark and I kept it the same this week. We're sticking with Against the Grain.
Against the Grain.
You know,
it's good stuff.
What we got? What is this called?
It's classic called A Beer. It's a super American premium lager. I mean, you really can't go wrong with it.
Like when someone says, "Give me a beer," it's what you give them. You know, like how people say, "Give me a Coke," and sometimes they don't mean a Coke. I'm like, no, I just mean a beer. Give me a beer.
It mean you don't.
It is pretty. It's pretty light. It's very tasty too.
It's a good summer beer. You know,
you gotta have a good summer beer, man. I tell you what. Speaking of summer beer, last night I had Oberon for the first time this whole summer. Like, and I was
slipping.
I was like, what the heck? Like, how's this my first time? But think about it. 4 months of my life has just been like flipped upside down here. Like, I ain't been thinking straight.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to get the Oberon back in the fridge.
You need to, bro. That Oberon, it's prime stuff.
No, but this is definitely a good one, man. I would drink this one again.
Shout out to Against the Grain, man.
Shout out
Against the Grain. They got good stuff.
They got great flavors. But I want to try that little pint house that Terrence has, man. Electric jellyfish. Throw some of those in the trunk next time you come home.
I got you. I always I brought a couple local beers home a few times that I've come back, but every time I buy electric jellyfish, I'm like, I'm gonna just drink them by myself.
Yeah. I don't blame you.
I don't blame you at all, man. But no, that's definitely a good one.
Yeah. Man, you know what else?
What, we got duped again this week?
Yeah, we got another week without Donda.
I don't even want to get started on Kanye.
You know, I really think that Terrence, like we talked about earlier, your theory was right, man. I think he records.
He's making it on the fly.
When he announces he's doing it, and it's all these I saw Cudi just came out. I was like, yeah, I'm on the album. Like just now, you're finding out who's on the album, and he didn't even know he was in the original cut when they did the live showing for it and everything.
Is it a bad thing though?
I don't think it's a bad thing.
I feel like that's kind of genius.
Yeah, because then you get instant reviews without actually releasing an album, so you kind of have editors.
I also think he's wanting to keep pushing back Drake's album. Because he knows Drake is waiting.
Yeah,
for him to drop, and then Drake will drop, a few weeks later or whatever, and knows that Drake will eclipse all the Donda stuff.
I didn't think about that.
So I don't know. I feel like he's just playing the long game. Like, I'm getting all this publicity, I'm getting all this, this reviews, and these people are listening to my album, and I still don't. It's not out yet, so you can't drop yours yet either.
I don't know though.
But if Drake's forget it, I'll drop mine.
Everything I've heard from this Kanye album sounds.
Oh no! I'm not trying
all
to
the clips are fine.
Really? I agree.
So if I was Drake, I'd just go ahead and be like.
But here's the thing. Here's the difference between that, in my opinion. I agree with what you're saying. I think every song I've heard from Donda to me is like, man, this is fire. This is great music. I love it. I love but Drake's fan base in general will eclipse.
Yeah.
Donda. That's all I'm saying. People are just Drake's gonna get streams because it's almost like LeBron and ESPN. LeBron is still on ESPN every day for whatever he does because that's who they want to push. Apple Music, whatever. That's all going to get pushed to the front.
Oh, they are going to push Drake.
Drake's going to get pushed. It's going to happen.
He's definitely going to get pushed, but Kanye's a beast, dog.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll get back on that and see the numbers. I just feel like it's going to happen.
I mean,
I'm not trying to say I'm going to stream both, a lot, heavy rotation both.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I would listen to.
But there are plenty of people who are not going to play Kanye at all because they don't like Kanye. I know one person.
That red hat
in the room with us right
back here with
us. That red hat did it for a lot of people.
Yeah.
That red hat, that Taylor Swift, a lot of people don't like Kanye.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that part too.
Yeah. Everybody, yeah.
I don't count the people. I don't count those people.
I don't count them either. I'm just saying, Drake is just that,
Drake's overall Q rating is Drake hasn't done anything to piss anybody off.
No,
and his range of fans is just so large.
but Yeah, and you're right. Nobody hates Drake.
I'm just saying. I think Kanye's playing the long game. Yeah. I am kind of pissed off if this don't drop before I hit the road on Thursday for this road trip. I'm really gonna be upset because I feel like I get my best music listens in when I'm on the road.
Oh yeah,
man! You just go straight album all the way through. There ain't no skips. Like you don't skip no matter what. Even if you're like, oh, I don't really like this song, but you still listen to it.
But you have that time,
right? And you grade the album off of it. You can see.
There's also nothing better than making just like a fire playlist for a road trip. Like
you gotta have you gotta have that.
That's what Sierra and I will always do, like a shared playlist.
I try to
make
podcast playlist, audiobook.
Yeah.
Those 15-hour drives back to Indiana, you got to mix it up.
Yeah. You need some podcasts.
You told me about a game. I think you and Dara played it one time.
Oh yeah.
Where y'all were like, you would pick random songs and like have to pause it, and that person has to like continue singing the song.
Oh, I actually. I saw that on like Instagram or TikTok or something like that.
This was way before that, though. Yeah. Terrence told me this like years ago.
Instagram better give my credit, dog.
Yeah,
this is like years ago. So I don't know. Like I said, road trip. One, you get to learn a lot about each other. Even if you've been together for a while, you still get to know your partner a little bit better on a road trip. I mean, you're stuck. But Kanye's not going to drop, so I might just go ahead and listen to Watch the Throne.
Happy 10-year anniversary to Watch the Throne. Yeah.
Can you believe that was 10
years? It's been 10 years.
10 years, bro.
You know what? I wish I would have actually pulled it. I remember like Sierra brought it up when they were doing the Watch the Throne tour. And she's like, we should go to the concert. And it was like, I was like, where is it? It's in Chicago.
Mm-hmm. That would have been the one to go to.
I was broke as shit. I didn't have no money. I was like,
we just moved out of 310.
I think we just moved out. Yeah. So
we were all broke.
I wasn't in a good place financially. And I was like, I'm good. Like, I can't. Now I'm like, I should have just said, I'll figure it out.
Make it happen. Yeah.
Man, but that would have been an epic one to go to.
Watch the Throne, man. That was a classic album, like all the way through.
What
I don't even know what my favorite song is, because if that's what you're about to ask,
I am. I am. But you can pull it here. I'll pull the list up for you.
The track list.
Yeah, track list is. I know what mine is.
I don't know.
I've always Gotta Have It was always fire.
Gotta Have It was fire.
I always like that one about those dudes that were in Paris.
Oh, the dudes in Paris?
Yeah, the dudes in Paris.
I'm sorry, I don't know the song you're talking about.
What song are you talking about?
It's the one with those guys. They're in Paris.
The
guys in Paris?
What song is this again?
You'll have to go through the album and see.
Okay.
Like the guys that are in Paris.
Yeah, a bunch of dudes that are in Paris.
Ham.
You know why they named it that song?
Because there were actual guys in Paris.
Yeah, there were guys in Paris in that song.
Yeah, I think that's what they were called. I'm glad you said that. Man. I don't know, man. I'm looking through this track list, and every song is like, dope.
What would have been dope about this? Like if you bought it in like a CD form. What was that last song? It was called what's the name of the last song? What was it?
You talking about
on Watch the Throne? Or maybe it might have been Ham. When like it's like a 10-minute song.
A 10-minute delay.
Like think back in the day when you had like a CD.
Yeah.
You had a CD like.
And you didn't know?
It's the end.
Right.
You don't listen to it all.
My album skip.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
That's
remember.
crazy.
I think the first time I listened to it, I hit next because I thought the song.
Yeah.
What I can't think of my favorite song on there. I remember the line though. I just remember this sticking out to me when it came out. The line about the rib. The damn easy they all gotta be dimes. Where Adam gave up a rib, so mine better be prime. What song is that? I think I played that back like 20 times when I first heard it.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
There's a lot of. I wish I would have known it was a 10-year anniversary before we started recording. I probably would have played this today.
Yeah, sorry, surprise.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask when the last time y'all played it.
It's been a minute.
It's been a while.
Yeah,
but I would probably listen to it tomorrow in the gym for my workout because now
to celebrate it.
I'm intrigued just to get back into it because I mean that album was gold for real, man.
Yeah,
like gold.
I think I probably listened to it like before the boys got here for sure because I'll get on these kicks where it'll be like I'll listen to one album from somebody. and then just kind of do a deep dive on their discography. And I was listening to a bunch of Jay-Z at the time,
Right.
and I was like, I was scrolling through, and I was like, ooh, haven't listened to this in a minute. And I just remember like skipping a few songs, but I cannot remember the name of that damn song.
I would think over time, even if an album is great, like there are going to be certain songs you're like, yeah, my mood right now, I don't really care to listen to this song. Not that it's not a great, album or song. Like it's like, I'm not feeling that song right now. But
once you listen to the whole thing, and now it's been like 10 years, then you start picking through a little bit.
Dude. Yeah. It's been 10 years.
We're old, bro. We're old.
I mean,
that makes sense. That was right when I was old enough to like hit the bars.
You had a beard for a while.
Yeah.
It's my first time ever having a beard, and it has grays in it.
That sucks.
It's awful.
It's okay though.
Let's see, man.
It's character.
It does have character, but it also like
Sierra always like one big white hair growing.
It always brings funny conversations because nobody's. I mean, like I said, I've never had a beard, so people are seeing me with it, and they're like, "Man, that kid's stressing you out, huh?" And I'm like, I wouldn't even know. I never had a beard. Like I just first time with facial hair.
Yeah,
minus my mustache.
You've had that for a minute.
Bro, if you say that one more episode,
as long as we know them.
When did I have it?
I don't know. Back in like middle school?
Yeah, before then.
Bro, yeah, fourth grade, right?
I don't know. I seen Chandler. Chandler got a little peach fuzz already, bro. He's ready.
I mean, do we have one in first grade?
He's about to come out like Deuce or something.
Let's hope.
Hey, man. Contain.
That's the first thing I was thinking.
Yeah, how do we get worked by him? By him alone. It was one kid.
What happens?
Dude, he knew every play. Watch the sweep. I said, huh? Said Hunt.
Gotta love middle school football.
Oh, speaking of sports, the Olympics wrapped up.
Yeah.
I am super pumped that my freezing coat take.
Another one. You're the first person I thought of when I saw the score.
I said it I watched the whole game. I said, I'm going to say they're going to win bronze in hopes that I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm. When they made it to the, basically the final, and they could either get gold or silver. Yeah. When they got to that game, I was like, I should send this to Donovan, but I don't want to be petty, so I'm going to fall back.
But y'all knew I was doing it. I was doing it for research.
I almost sent a GIF over to you in the group chat, like right after the game. But I was like, I'll just wait.
But I wouldn't have been mad. I wanted us to win gold. It wasn't like I was like, these bums, they suck. Yeah. I mean, Draymond probably is looking for my freezing coat take right now. They snapped in the little video.
I would too, though. I don't blame them.
Well, yeah, a lot of people were talking trash about it. A lot of actual like former players and whatnot. But
Team USA came in first overall.
We did. We won the gold medal count and
one
the
plus
gold.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was.
We won one more gold medal than.
China? One more gold, but we like smashed the overall medal count. Yeah. Like we had 39 golds, 40 something silver, and 33 bronze medals.
So I read that the criteria for winning the Olympics. I don't know if there's actual like winning the Olympics, but I think every country just says they had the most. It goes off the most gold medals first. So if it comes to a tie, then they take whoever had the most total amount of gold medals. I know, we won both. But I'm saying
we just won.
If it would have came down to where we had the same amount of medals as China, we would have won either way.
China who?
Yeah, China. What's up?
Yeah.
We won.
I'm just saying. We won in both ways.
Oh yeah, we won. I watched quite a bit. I know that we talked about this last time, the delay and the hour difference, whatever. But I ended up watching a lot of this Olympics.
Yeah.
But I think it's because my son was awake a lot at night, and I would just be watching on my phone.
That was one blessing. Like be on night shift during this time, like I could watch it when I got home.
Yeah. And, normally I watch the basketball and the track events, or track and field, I guess. But I mean, those were the two things that I watched the most. But I ended up watching the marathon.
Dude, I feel like everybody watched the marathon. We watched it yesterday.
I never watch it though. I never watch it, and for some reason this year I was like, man, let's do this.
Dude, we were headed into a wedding, and Sydney was like, "I'm so invested. I don't want to stop watching this." Like, I was like, "We gotta go," but it was we sat and watched the marathon. Like, it was, and they were rolling. We watched the female.
Yeah,
I didn't watch the male.
I watched the male. Did you know the guy who won the male was the Kenyan, who
the Kenyan guy
Nike did that experiment with.
Yeah.
For like the marathon with perfect conditions to make it to break the 2-hour marathon.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah. And he still ran the marathon in like 2 hours and 10 minutes, 8 minutes. I think it was 2 hours, 8 minutes. Dog, 97% humidity.
Yeah.
That
is nuts.
I would have died.
Man. He also Did you see how he kind of like taunted the guy?
No.
So like he was like telling the US guy to like come up there with him or whatever, like run up there. Then like he like sprinted off and left him.
Damn. Did you see the 1500 meter race? It was like the dude ran like 3:30 for a mile.
That's wild.
I don't know how people do anything like that. I don't know how people. I don't like. You think. Okay, we'll take ourselves for instance. Like we all played, high school sports. Some of us played in college. I mean, I think all three of us could have played in college, but we were like, man, we were pretty athletic. And then you look at like an Olympic athlete.
Oh yeah,
like what they do in their like individual sport is insane.
Yeah,
I mean, like to say like a gold, even a bronze, like you were like the third best in the world at this one, one thing.
One more last thing, and then we can move on. But did you all see that? I don't know if you did. You see that wrestler, the heavyweight, that won gold for America?
Yeah.
Gable Stevenson.
I saw that.
He scored 4 points in like 10 seconds to win gold, which is ridiculous in wrestling terms. Like that's take the guy down twice and within 10 seconds. And his track, like to get to the finals, he had to beat like a Olympic gold medalist from last time. He had to be like a 4-time world medalist. So he had like murder's row to get to the finals. And it was kid's 21 years old.
Went crazy.
He has WWE offers like to go do pro wrestling. He offered to go to UFC already. Like it's crazy how he can expand from
money,
yeah, you got to find a way to get paid somehow. But Donovan takes all just to go off of what you were saying, where you're like, it's crazy to see like what you expect from yourself, and then seeing somebody else who's like, oh, you're top 3 in the world.
Yeah,
it was also weird to me to see. I think it was the 10K. What is it, like 25 laps around the track? There were it was the female event, the female 10K. I think I can't remember 10,000 meters. But they as they were running it, the top 4 girls up front had lapped, like they were lapping people. And I'm like, okay, I understand. But like, you're in the Olympics, dog. How are you getting lapped?
Just because they're the best in their country don't mean they're best in the world.
Right, because I'm getting lapped, bro.
I know I'm getting lapped, but damn.
I'm getting lapped.
I'm like, again?
Yeah.
Yo, but I will say that there was I think it was a Chinese woman who was running. She got as people were getting lapped, they were just dropping out like, whatever, I'm not gonna win, I quit.
Damn.
There was a Chinese lady who was running. I saw her get lapped once, and then they kicked it in and hit those last 2 laps. Homegirl got lapped again. She got lapped twice. But I was like, yo, I can't even be mad at you because you're gonna finish the race. Like that's what it's all about at the end of the day.
I wonder if they have like a cutoff time to make the race go quicker, So if you get lapped a bunch, I wonder if they'd cut them off.
They probably do.
Cause I'm sure in the marathon they would.
You think so?
Yeah. So? Well, I mean, I don't know. I know in Ironmans they have a cutoff time.
Oh, I'm not doing one of those either.
No, not at all. But I know they have it.
Forget that. No, it was fun. Like I know we didn't get the Olympics last year, and this year just kind of felt like they just really kind of just pushed it all in there because they had to get it done.
Mm-hmm.
But now we got 3 years. We usually got 4 years for the next Olympics, so the next one will really run quick. But I did have a question for you two.
Okay.
So, if you could pick any Olympic event, you had 3
years.
Got the typical 4 years.
Okay, typical 4.
To train for, like, all out, like you have nothing to worry about. You get to just train for the 2 events, 2 things. Which 2 do you think you could win gold medal in? Well, which 2 do you think you can medal in? Let's just say medal in. 2. You pick 2. You pick 2.
Is my whole life dedicated to it? Like,
no, you just get 4 years.
You get 4 years of training.
No, but like, I just get to go to the Olympic Training Center?
That's what I'm saying. Yes. Yeah, there's nothing. You just get to, like, you're training for an Olympic medal for 4 years.
You go first, Terrence. I'll pick my next one.
I thought you already knew. I thought you already had one. But
I could say wrestling, but I'll be honest with myself. That wouldn't happen in 4 years.
Don't get yourself murdered out there.
That'd be silly to say that. So I would never even put myself close to that.
Yeah.
Would it be a dream to do it? Yes. Would it ever actually happen? No. I didn't think something more feasible, like badminton or something.
I can go if I need to.
Go ahead.
Okay, so
I'd say
I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all know right now. Any event that involves water, it ain't your boy's done.
And that's the boys in Paris. The boys in Paris have getting in water.
That's not even like the whole like black people can't swim type thing. Like I'm a decent swimmer. Like I'll survive in water. But I did an event where it was like a 200-meter swim, and like for Tom, and when I was done with that 200 meters of swimming, just 200 meters, I was wiped out for the next day and a half. I'm not built for competitive swimming.
Oh, it's tough.
It's bad.
Swimming is hard.
So every water event is out. So I'm trying to find something. I'm trying to think what's an event that's not like, I don't have to worry about like taxing my body physically. So I think it would be skeet shooting, one.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm going skeet shooting, and then I could get that one done. And then for the second one, I think, because like it's also not like physically demanding. It's weird. Equestrian. I could just ride a horse, bro. Like if you give me 4 years to figure it out, I can learn how to ride a horse. Like,
yeah, I forgot that was a thing. Dang.
So I think I'm gonna go ahead and start training now, and I'm gonna holler at y'all boys in 3 years.
To Paris, dudes in Paris.
Hey, it is in Paris too. Perfect.
Oh man, I'm sorry. That was a good one.
That was. Man.
So
I think, yeah, swimming would be tough. Swimming's hard.
I'm not doing swimming.
I'm not gonna do anything that's like physically enduring on my body, because I know I wouldn't get there even if I had. No matter, I'm not that caliber of athlete. I've come to accept that in life.
Yeah.
I think honestly, like a badminton would be easy. Those balls don't come that fast. The little birdies don't. What else would there be? I'm trying to think.
Whose man's is this?
You can't be easy with that.
How are you gonna be our sound producer and just crack open a COVID in the background?
I love it.
Badminton.
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 Oh, I always thought it was badminton.
And then I feel like trying to think. Cornhole's coming in.
Is that becoming an event, really?
I heard they're talking about it becoming an event.
If that's one for sure, that's on my list.
Mm-hmm.
Like, give me 4 years to perfect my cornhole.
I think I do cornhole.
Well,
definitely
current events though. Let's go current events.
Current events.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I bet synchronized swimming would be easy to learn how to do.
you get in that water, you
Yeah.
won.
I'm telling you, you're not. Oh wait, hold on. Are they
My
treading
man-
water when they do it?
Yes, they don't.
Oh,
They never touch
Okay,
the
never.
bottom.
I thought they touched the ground.
You ain't seen that side.
Boy, you
They
tripping.
I didn't
touch
really
the
watch.
bottom.
Okay, never mind. I want to retract my statement. Then
They're in this like
swimming.
12-foot pool. Just
Oh,
Olympic pool.
then never mind. I don't want to do that one either.
my man.
I'm just gonna go badminton.
My man.
I thought you just stood up the whole time.
My man, the hardest thing ever.
Hey, that was.
My man, whose go-to dance move is the Bernie, said, "I'm gonna do synchronized swim."
But if you have 4 years of practice, just dancing,
Boy, stop.
now you're treading water, so never mind.
That hurt.
You
What would you
should.
pick?
I do agree with Terrence. Like it's either skeet shooting, archery, something like that, to where
archery.
I'm just like,
It's just a skill.
it's just a skill that I can work
Yeah.
on every day. Boom, 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 boom. So
Mhm.
one of those two for sure. But then, like, I wanted to challenge myself, so I said I would try to do track, but it would have to be like a relay thing, like something where I'm hopefully getting carried by 3 other people. I think I can do okay if it's a relay. I'm not gonna win the individual
Bro.
thing. Remember, I said medal.
Hey, bro.
I just said medal. I didn't say gold.
You might set your team back.
We'll see. We'll see. I think I figure I might as well try.
You sound like Mark with the wrestler
truly
right
just
now.
said, I don't even want to try wrestling. You've done it your whole life.
So
Why wouldn't you try it?
What leg would you take?
Oh, I have to be like second or third. I gotta get a lead. I ain't gonna get the start or the finish. The ending. Like,
Hey, Don.
you gotta give me a head start.
Damn, they had to put the best 3 in the world to be on your
Right.
team.
I'm in the Olympics. It is the best in the world. Like I'm just trying to be like, hey, can you give me that baton like 4 seconds earlier? I'm gonna get there.
I think like a sport like
I also
track.
got 4 years. Like I was just saying, we're saying like for 4 years I ain't doing nothing but running. Like I really, and like I said, I ain't even trying to make it unrealistic, but I think 4 years of just straight wrestling for you, I think you would do okay. You
Nope.
don't think so?
Nope.
These dudes are different. They're next level.
You just count yourself out.
No, I'm being 100% honest. It wouldn't happen.
I thought you were better than that.
I just know
Hey,
I'm
Donovan.
not.
I love your confidence because I thought the
Yeah,
same
I
thing.
I'm not.
I was
I
like,
don't-
no, I thought the same thing. I was like, yo, honestly, if you give me 4 years to just play basketball every day, that's
I
all I'm
said too.
doing. I was like, yo, I can just stand in the corner because all these other dudes are pros. Like, I got Kevin Durant playing with me. I can stand in the corner and just hit threes. And then, and then Darren was like, aren't they all, like, it's all pros on the team, so you have to, like, make it over all the other pros? And I was like, oh yeah, I wouldn't get selected. So I'm like,
I wasn't even going that deep in the bag to be like, all right, you got to go through all the trials. I was just saying, like, you get to be in a
if
spot.
I just get dropped in, okay.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I get it.
Oh, if I get dropped in,
say I'm gonna go out here and
put me in the corner. I'm knocking them down.
Is that your spot?
I'm holding it down for US.
Sitting and
Getting carried by KD.
Truthfully, you ain't even got to play to get a medal.
That's a fact. I can ride
that
the
is
bench.
true. That is true.
If it's basketball.
Yeah. You know what America needs to invest in is handball. I'm telling you, if we really I was watching the finals game last night.
Nah, bro,
If
they
they
just
really
need to go to New
invested in
York.
handball. Huh?
They got to go to the Bronx and grab those Dominican dudes out there playing handball.
Yeah, I'm telling you, you could just go grab some old D1 athletes in either football or basketball. And they don't have to be playing the pros. I guarantee if you took D1 athletes from football and basketball and put a team together, you're going to compete with anybody in the world.
Yeah, I guess.
Say, hey, you all didn't make it pro in your sport, so we want you to come and be the best in this.
I mean, we already do compete with everybody in the world. Everybody trying to compete with us. Like we're
in handball?
I'm just saying in general, like anything. Like
well, that's what I'm saying.
We just won the Olympics, dog. Come on. Sure.
Right. Like,
but why not just keep going and be the best in every sport?
What we need, man? We already had like 113 medals. What we do?
Why not 114?
I'm trying to give them 114. Let me get this 4-on-1.
They need some help.
They don't need help. Well, yeah, I mean, we didn't.
They didn't medal.
We came in second.
Second.
In the 100.
Mm-hmm.
We lost to an Italian.
We came in second in the 400 too. 400 hurdles.
400 hurdles. Okay. Yeah. It is what it is. We'll see in 3 years. See what dudes are in Paris.
When does it stop? When records stop being broken and like anything? I feel like every year it's an Olympic record or a world record. Like we have to get to a point as humans where we've reached our maximum capability. Don't you think?
Continue to evolve. Continue to advance.
It's just getting better.
It's crazy. That's what's amazing.
Like, one thing I thought about this year with the Olympics, all those records that had been, they just kept breaking. Like you were saying, they just kept breaking records this year. And they did talk about the track, how the track there was a lot more giving. Like most tracks absorb your energy, and this track like gave it back. So I feel like in 10 years they're gonna do some like investigative report and deep dive into like how the track was made, the materials, all that stuff.
And you're telling me Usain Bolt would have ran a 9-second flat 100 probably?
What'd you say?
You tell me Usain Bolt would have ran the 109 seconds flat?
He might have done better because a lot of people ran their best races this year, and that track was kind of geared. It's like a runner's track.
But before we get off track and the Olympics, shout out to Ronnie Baker, Louisville, Kentucky native, Ballard graduate, ran the 100-meter dash for the Olympic team.
Oh, for real?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, from Louisville.
That's cool. I didn't know he ran what Olympics?
This one. He just ran.
Oh, he just ran this one?
Yeah.
Huh?
What else? What are we talking about?
Like in the past, I thought he was like a past guy or something. I don't know.
It's okay.
Louisville legend.
No, I mean, he didn't medal though, but he still was in the race. He made it.
He was there.
So, as I said, 4 years work.
Oh no,
Donovan, just race him every day.
What'd you say, Terry?
Just race him every day. Hey, bro, what you doing the next 4 years?
Let's line him up.
Hey, meet me at the track. Time up. I can't run. I can't tell. That's about running a sprint. I don't know last time. Flag football. This is probably last time I did any type of full-on sprint. All right, let's move on. Let's close it out. Would you rather? You ready?
Would you rather?
I think
Terrence fired off.
Terrence is today.
Terrence got a good one.
Ooh. Okay, I got y'all. So I saw a story, and it kind of sparked the idea for me. So like the two conditions that I'm gonna bring up in this, people are living with both of them, like obviously. But so for this week's Would You Rather, I'm gonna go ahead and find it. Would you rather live your life without the ability to retain any new memories from today? So you are, let's say today, or Mark, whenever Kai gets here, you can't retain any new memories. So every day you wake up, it's today or whenever Kai's here, right?
Mm-hmm. Like 51st.
Basically. Or live with perfect recall of every single thing that's ever happened to you in your life, like with vivid detail. So like if any painful situation, you remember like the exact details of how it felt, everything. You just constantly have those memories in your brain so you can recall all of that.
I'll go first. Yeah, I'm just gonna take the perfect recall. Like I'm just gonna remember all the details. Like I would hate to like wake up and have to like either have notes or some reminder like who these people are, like what I do for a living. Like, hey, you're supposed to do this today, and I would rather just be like, man, that did suck, or that was freaking awesome. That was one of my favorite memories. And like actually, like, cause think about all the good things you do remember, but you don't remember every detail. You're just like, man, yeah, that was pretty fun. Like we had a blast in middle school. All this, but you don't remember all the details of all the fun shit. You just remember. But yeah, like painful stuff. I lost my brother. Like if I would remember every single detail of that, and I'll be honest, there's a lot of details of it I don't remember. It's it's that suppressed memories, things you don't kind of keep with you. So it does have a little negative, but to the fact that I can still create memories and enjoy life, easy one for me. Good question.
Yeah, that is a good question, and I'm gonna agree with you, Donovan. I mean,
you put Terrence out there again playing devil's advocate.
No,
Yeah.
I've thought both of these all the way through. We're good.
Okay, good. So I'm glad you got devil's advocate because I couldn't think of any reason I would want to forget something every day.
Yeah.
I would to be able to remember everything in your life. So thinking back, like with relationship wise, like you said, that's a plus in its own. But then like anything, I think about how successful you'd be if you have just a photographic memory. Like you'd be
Right.
able to remember everything, you
Ooh,
know.
I
So
didn't think of that.
anything you think about, you're gonna know. Like,
I
oh, I
didn't
read
think
that
of
in a book one day. Okay, here's the answer to it.
Yeah.
You know,
that. Ooh, I
I
That
didn't
mean,
think about
is that is
I'm
the
going.
plus.
I'm going to Vegas and starting to count cards and learn how to do that. Like that, you just do that as a side hobby.
Mark's
Yeah.
always trying to get rich. Everything we
Hey,
do, he's like, I can make money off
you can
this.
make money off it. Might as well do it. But you also remember everything about somebody. You know,
Yeah.
like I would do that.
That is the plus of this, right? You can use it to make money or use it to your advantage basically.
Mhm.
The only like the way that I kind of look at it, and just from like actually hearing the stories or whatever, which basically what sparked the question and seeing like the guy who doesn't like can't make new memories, he is like everybody talks about how happy he is because the first time like every time he sees his grandkids, it's the first time he sees his grandkids basically. So he's so
Yeah.
excited, he's so happy.
Mm.
It does suck like the situation that he's in, but the reason that if I have to argue this point, the reason that I would choose it is because choosing the side where you recall everything with perfect like vivid details would I think that would just cause so much anxiety for me to
Yeah.
always be in my head and always recall things like and I mean that even happens now like in not to that extreme obviously but like the thing when I get bogged down it's because I'm in my head and I'm replaying things and kind of just stuck in my head and the way that it's supposed to work is like thoughts flow and there's nothing like causing a jam and if you were able to recall things with perfect detail not only would you be just caught in those constant thoughts running through your head, but you remember everything that sucked about it. And I think that would probably outweigh the things that were good. And maybe not, but just for argument's sake, let's just say, you know, any situation that you had in the past that you just kind of want to forget and move past, you really wouldn't be able to. You would replay it. I know I would. I would
Mm.
replay it and I would be stuck in like those emotions and all of it. So I would just be, you know, myself. And every day I wake up and be like, whoa, look at these boys of mine. And
Yeah.
then eventually, as they get older, like it would be the same thing, but I would just come into things and just be happy. And plus, I would be able to access memories, I guess. So I wouldn't be able to create new memories, but I would have memories from like today and everything behind today. So I'd be able to remember everything from the past and like you know, obviously I'd still remember family. I'd still remember everybody who was in my life. But every day would just be new for me. So yeah, I don't really know if that is convincing, but
That is convincing. It does make a good point, and it helps that you know that you've seen both your boys already.
yeah.
So I would feel like that'd be a lot of work for Dara to do. Is
Mm,
just have to leave you notes about, hey, Emery and Quincy are 5 now. Here they are today. They had a football game, and
yeah, that'd be tough.
you know,
Yeah,
um,
that's why I'm not doing it.
I know man, it'd be hard. Like it would
This is
legit,
it. This
you'd
is why
legit
I'm
have
not
to
doing it.
have like a book you have to read before anything. Like I'd like, tell
Yeah.
me what happened in the past 10 years.
I
Like,
mean, bro, each year you read, get a whole new chapter. Like,
I mean, man, can
Yeah. I probably would.
you imagine that book like 30 years in?
I wouldn't be able to work. I wouldn't be able to do anything. Yeah.
Yeah,
That would be
I
pretty
mean,
tough.
you could be like something that where you don't have to have a memory of what you did that next day or the day before. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
I think there's a bunch of jobs where you could do that if you did it. Like, if you did it in the past before you lost all your memory,
Oh
you
yeah.
could go
Like
and do the
those,
same thing
it
every
was
day.
already there. Yeah.
you could just never progress from where you were at that point.
No promotions.
No promotions.
Damn.
You're just.
I mean, it's just on the factory line.
Hey, you're just there, man. You're just there doing your job.
Hey, I'm happy though. Every day I'm happy.
Every day you're happy.
I've been stamping license plates for 45 years.
Nah, just one day.
For me, it's only 2.
Yes.
I love my job.
I can't wait till I get longevity 2 years in.
Damn, that would be tough. That would be tough.
That would be tough, man. That'd be fun.
Imagine if that happened to somebody that was in jail.
Ooh.
You lose your memory and you're in jail for the rest of your life. Like you just keep waking up every day and you're in jail. and you got like 15 days until you get out. Bro, I'm out any day now. Nah, bro, you're here the rest of your life.
Wait, what are you like? Yeah, you wake up and it's your first day in jail every day. Like it's your first day. That's all you're thinking. Like,
oh my god, that'd be awful.
That was a good question, man. Because
I like that. That was a good way of thinking about it.
I would hate that for anybody, myself included. So,
and I do agree. I do think that if you had the photographic memory, you're not going to be completely like there. I think you just like Terrence was saying, you're going to see everything and replay everything in the back of your head.
I'm going to go against my whole argument because I always feel like I'll live in a crappy situation. If I've got $8 million just sitting in the bank, my crappy situation is, I can sustain. I can make it work. So if like you were saying, Mark, you just go to Vegas, count cards, make all kind of money, I would live with that anxiety and that like crappy life. But I'm rich, baby.
You're right.
I'm rich, bitch.
Oh man. Let's go ahead and wrap it up. What do you think?
Man, I'm good.
Damn.
Another good one.
Another good one. But yeah, so Terrence, thanks for kicking it off with us, and that was a good would you rather question. I appreciate that one.
Anytime, man. Anytime.
Make sure if you guys have any suggestions on the would you rather, shoot it in our DMs. Shoot us an email at dadintentionspod@gmail.com. Slide into our Instagram DMs. You can dad_intentions.
Right. You can comment on the YouTube videos.
We got everywhere you can hit us up.
You can follow us, like, subscribe, everywhere. We got everything right now.
Don't be shy.
We're getting there. As always, just tune in and bear with us. We're having fun. Have fun with us. Thanks for tuning in.
Y'all have a good one.
Peace.